Good morning everybody, welcome to today's video. We're really excited to be taking you along with us today because we're headed to an Italian supermarket. Right here behind me, we're about to go into this big shopping complex and take you through, experience what Italian supermarkets look like.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Be on the left.
Yeah, just go straight.
Tells me to go in here and park later. Oh no.
We going up.
Going up. The market, maybe, yeah, it's up here.
Your destination is on the left.
Struggling. I can't even do it either.
Tanner thinks he's better than
I think I'm better and I can't even do it here. What in the world is going on? I think it's just so broken. There we go, we finally got it. Now, to be honest, this is our first supermarket that we visited here in Italy since we've moved, but this is the first time that we will be going to this specific supermarket and we're really excited to take you along. Alright, so when I first walked in, it was like a completely department store, so this supermarket is like both clothing, kitchenware, and like a supermarket all in one. But this is an interesting layout because it doesn't have like the fruits and vegetables on the corridor. They're actually kind of in the back, a few rows back from here, like in the center. So a little bit different layout than what we're used to, but we do know other supermarkets here in Italy have that similar layout where like the fruits and fresh produce are on the outside. I am here now, as you can tell, at the pasta sauce, and a very important section here in Italy is exploring the noodles, the flours, the sauces, because obviously pasta and pizza are huge staples here in Italy. And honestly, it is really fun to see the wide variety of noodles, the different shapes, the different sizes, lengths, some of them, you know, like preserved with meat and cheese inside of them off the shelf. And then of course like the fresh noodle section that is also refrigerated where you can keep those cool. Alright, right next to the pasta section we came over here and I easily recognized the balsamic vinegar, but below it I was confused what aceto di mele was, and I was initially thinking like apple oil, but I had to translate it really quick, apple cider vinegar. So really surprised at how many selections, like different brands there are, because usually in the States there's only like one. So a little bit of a surprise there for me. And right next to that row that I just showed you is an entire row, both sides, more pasta. Let's go check it out. And of course, spaghetti. As I'm looking through the noodle section, I found these Trofie, and I was interested to look them up because I've seen them on the shelves before, but I didn't know what they were made of. And these are made of wheat or potato, so kind of like gnocchi, and they are found mostly in northern Italy. So kind of fun to see them out, and we'll have to give them a try. Alright, leaving the pasta section now, I've made it over to the canned fish, and this reminds us of our supermarket video that we did in Norway. Honestly, there were so many different types of canned fish up there that it was really fun to try them. And here, just because we are so close to the coast and anywhere in Italy, honestly, there is a lot of fish products as well. And so although we haven't tried much seafood here in Italy quite yet, we're really excited for it. It's just fun to see the different varieties of canned fish that they have. Okay, this next section is not really that surprising, but it is a little overwhelming to see. There are like 30 different selections of cold press, extra virgin olive oil here. Not a big surprise because Italians love olive oil and there is an abundance of that here. I'm actually thinking about the prices of these too, and some of them seem quite affordable, just given I think maybe the variety of them, and it's like a high competition market, so the prices are probably regulated more than in other countries like the States where it's not as readily available. So we're really excited to be able to have great quality olive oil so close to us. And of course, right next to the olive oil are canned olives here. As you might expect, there are a lot of them around here. So again, we have like these tiny caperini asciutti and caperi. I think these are similar to olives. I actually have no idea. Rissa would definitely know better than I have. But I'm assuming these are also in olive oil, maybe used for like toppings or mixes inside. And then of course we have black olives, we have green olives, so many olives. Okay, I just found a section that I wanted to share with you. Artichoke hearts are one of my favorite things for like a pizza topping or even just like in salads or whatever. And I am so excited because they have a dozen different options here with different seasonings, oils, just like very simple as well. So I'm super excited for that. This next section is like baked breadsticks and rolls and crackers of sorts. And the one that I wanted to show you are these right here. They're like these little circles that are super crunchy, and I'm not exactly sure when they're eaten, but I think mostly as like an appetizer or like as a snack. But I'm interested to hear from the Italians watching what these are most commonly eaten with, or if it's just by themselves. We have seen that these little long breadsticks have been eaten with like prosciutto or cheese. We've tried that as well, so it's kind of fun to see. They have like simple flavors, just normal, or they have some infused with like some salts and other seasonings. Did you find it?
Welcome, guys. I just found thick slices of bacon, which I'm very excited about.
Some pancetta.
It's kind of fun to see such a big supermarket here within like a mall. If you've been with us for a while, we really like to do these supermarket tours. And this isn't the first supermarket that we've done a tour of that's been in a shopping complex. When we were in Switzerland, that video was also located within a mall. I do think it's kind of surprising of like how big this supermarket is. It's designated to be like a hyper supermarket. So I think that's like the biggest type of supermarket there is in Italy. It offers a lot here. So not just food, we're talking like clothes, hygiene items, there's a bakery, there's an awesome fish section. I was really happy to see that coming from Japan. I'm here by the meat section, and first impressions is that I think it's super cool. You can look behind the like food area and see butchers chopping meat, and then they're packaging it right here in front of you. So with that, you know, you're getting like fresh qualities because they're literally packaging it and then like putting it in the fridge section. So I think that's really cool. The chicken section is kind of interesting. I was surprised to see the color of a lot of the chicken, not all of them. So it's not a broad statement when I say this, but some of the chicken's looking very yellowy, and I don't know if it's just because it's been like soaked in something that's made it have this yellow color. I did get some chicken. Aside from bacon, that's probably like my preferred choice of meat. One of the first chicken items I saw was this. This is a chicken fillet, and I noticed immediately that it was like cut thinner, which is kind of nice, right? You don't have to do that work for it. Typically, I'm used to seeing chicken in chicken breast though. So I've seen it. There's quite a price difference between the fillets and the chicken breast. We went to one other hypermarket here in Italy so far, which I'm not gonna lie, I think I loved the other one more. So I'll put like a screenshot of what it was. I felt like there was more food options and the selection of food was a little bigger. But the reason we came here is because we hadn't been here yet. So we wanted to kind of show you our first impressions of this one. And I mean, this is also one of the few hypermarkets in this whole area. Right next to the meat section is like this gluten-free, lactose-free section. I'm honestly kind of surprised to see this area here. I think I'm a little surprised to see such a big area because I guess I just thought in my head like Italians, they're not gluten-free. They don't have gluten sensitivities. How could they? It's the land of pasta and pizza. And so, of course, I know that's like a naive thinking and very stereotypical, but I think I've just been surprised to see this section in every supermarket that we've been to, which I think is cool and needed. That's important to have. However, it does make me wonder like how many Italians are having these sensitivities or these allergies, especially compared to Americans. Do you yourself have any lactose intolerances, gluten allergies, celiac disease, etc.? I want to hear. A lot of water bottles here. Unfortunately, the water's not very safe to drink. I don't know what Italians are doing. Are they drinking a lot of the water? Are they mostly consuming bottled water? I don't know, but there's a lot of bottled options here. One thing that comes to mind is I'm not seeing a recycling program here. I haven't made it to the checkout area yet, but that's what we loved in Germany, is you could get bottled water and then return it and get back most of the money. So it was awesome because the plastic was getting recycled, and it made it very affordable. Now I'm here in the tea juice section, and we found that there's a lot of peach options. We've been attending some open houses for Willa to attend Italian school, and when we've been there, we've seen these teas available for people to have. We've noticed there's a lot of lemon flavors and a lot of peach flavors. As for price, this brand is 89 cents for 1.5 liters. I did see another brand that was $1.99 for the same size. So that's definitely a big difference in cost. One is double the cost. And just as I'm talking about mostly drinking water, I have fallen in love with this drink here, and I'm really excited to try more Italian beverages. So I've stocked my cart with a couple. Let me show you. I honestly should translate this, but it looks like lemons, and I see that it says from the Amalfi Coast. So I'm getting it. I've also added this lemon soda to our cart. There's an off-brand for most of these drinks, kind of like a cheaper option, but I'm just gonna try the original brands and see what it is. If there was like a choice of beverage for me aside from water, it would probably be like a lemonade. And this drink is carbonated, which previous Marissa living in Germany, like I didn't really drink any carbonation. Living in Japan kind of changed me because they have vending machines, of course, and we just tried a lot of different carbonated options, and I started to really enjoy a bubbly drink. So let's talk about that Coke and Pepsi aisle. I was very surprised to see those were the only options, and it was a big aisle, so getting American vibes there, not gonna lie. Interesting. I'm in the chip section. I'm finding out that there's a lot of like meat flavored chips. The nut section is kind of sad in my opinion. I really see any plain cashews actually in general. Only peanuts and pumpkin seeds. There's a lot of pumpkin seeds I've seen around, so that's kind of fun. Also, I've noticed they love like these corn nuts. Here's an example. I also thought that I would be seeing like pistachios for cheaper, and just a lot of pistachios. I don't know why. I'm very happy to say that I found some Happy Hippos. I did not see these at that other hypermarket. We've missed our Happy Hippos. Happy Hippo is Kinder brand, and behind me you'll see a wide selection of other Kinder brands that we've never seen. Even living in Germany, I didn't know that a lot of these existed. I do believe the brand is Italian. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can put it in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, that would make sense why there's more options here. They love the cornetti. I'll show you. Look here. Jam filled, chocolate filled, pistachio filled, cream filled, and again, just in different brand. Ooh, this one's got a honey filled. So $2.59, $1.99, $1.89, $1.89, $1.89, $1.89. Ooh, actually 99 cents for the chocolate. Okay, moving here to the milk section, the cheapest I'm finding is 95 cents for 1 liter. And I'm seeing all the way up to like €1.39, which I think is expensive for 1 liter of milk. Okay, one thing that's really interesting is the fridge, like the cold milk, is not in a glass bottle like it always was in Germany. I think that there were some that were like in a carton, but I always saw glass bottles, and they don't have that here. Also, chocolate milk, kind of non-existent. That's not true because they have one, but only one option. I'm going to be interested to see how it was. I am going to be missing that German fresh, cold glass bottle chocolate milk. This aisle, my friends, is all yogurt. They have a huge selection of yogurt. A ton of them are flavored options. There's a lot that say kefir or kefir. There's a lot of like cultured yogurts, which yogurt in general is going to have cultures, but it's definitely emphasized in the marketing. I mean, so many kinds. Not as many Greek yogurts as I was expecting. They have some, but just the majority look like flavored yogurts. Anything from coffee to peach to vanilla, strawberry, banana, protein, high protein yogurts. Separate than the Greek selection though. There's a lot of options here for yogurt. A little bit of decision fatigue here. This looks really good.
I will have to say my confidence was just raised for my Italian, which is good because we just ordered some shrimp and some salmon, and I did most of it in Italian as I was asking him questions, and he spoke perfectly good English, but at the very end he was like, "You are American?" Like, I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Bravissimo," so it felt really good that he was proud of my Italian. Going to restaurants and shopping at the grocery store is one of my favorite ways to speak Italian and learn it, so honestly, put yourself out there, try to learn basic words and phrases. If you're just starting out, it'll come slowly but naturally over time, I think, and it's a really fun way to do it. We made it to one of the final rows that we're going to be exploring here, and we came to the polenta. Polenta is corn ground into like a cornmeal, and we just had it at a recent restaurant, and it was honestly pretty simple, but it was like nice to have a grain there. And it mixes quite well with like the meats and cheeses that you're eating. But we've got to this next section when I talked about the pastas being both on the shelf stable and here in the refrigerated section. We have such a wide variety of gnocchi, of like pumpkin gnocchi, just regular gnocchi, spinach gnocchi. It is fantastic to see how many awesome types of pasta there are here, and we love it. But they also have the spätzle here, which reminds us of our time in Germany. And check out this big bar of butter. Wow, that's huge. Well, that was quite the adventure at the supermarket today. Thanks for joining along. We really appreciate you guys' support. If you haven't already, be sure to go and check out our other supermarket videos that we've done all over Europe and even in the US. Please let us know your thoughts below, how our shopping experience was today, and if you have anything that we should try while we're here in Italy. One final thing we wanted to mention is that so many products had the little Made in Italy and the little Italian flag on it, and it just goes to show like the culinary depth of the country, and there are so many things that are raised or produced here in country. Being such a long peninsula, there's a lot of coast, the weather's great for it, and the culture is definitely here. So we're looking forward to being able to try more of the local produce, more of the local products here during our time, and really diving into a great culinary experience.
This is crazy!
Wow, iper tosano. Presi basi tutto l'anno. You are a big store.
You guys, I'm already apologizing that we didn't do a tour of the supermarket, but
Head west.
we will, okay? We will at some point. It's not going to be today. We're literally just putting this at the end of the at the video to say, like, I do think it does get even better. The other supermarket was still wonderful, but we were recommended this place by some of you, so thank you. It looks like it's going to be a great one, so we'll go in, and you guys stay tuned for another supermarket video coming.
If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time.